From Thunder Valley Resort in Lincoln, California, this is Poker Night in America. Hello
and
welcome
to
Poker
Night
in
America.
We
are
running
out
of
ways
to
introduce
our
show. It is our last day in Lincoln, California. Yeah, that's a place.
Going into the final session, let's take a look at the chip counts. The only players really looking to dig themselves out of a hole happen to be the two tallest at the table, Brad Garrett and Phil Hellmuth.
Hey, Chris, you know what Brad Garrett and James Comey have in common?
What, they're both 6'8"?
Yeah, that was it. Too good, this guy.
Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal. Blinds, as usual, are $25 and $50. There usually is an optional $100 straddle that the players will put into play. It's right after the big blind, and they get the last option pre-flop. We good? Let's play.
Don't forget the fact that the straddle absolutely juices all of these pots.
That's right.
Certainly can't fold the last one.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
And look who's got pocket tens. It's Brad Garrett.
Everybody loves pocket tens. One player has acted, already $500 in the middle. That's why the straddle is so hot.
Brad Garrett said earlier that he's bad at math and he has no patience. So poker is definitely his game.
Uh-oh, getting pink ones.
Racy 3-bets with ace-jack. Not exactly a
See if we got
3-betting hand
something,
against an
Tom.
early position raiser.
Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
You gotta use it.
There you go.
Gotta do
Nice.
it. Thank you.
And Bracy's got a call for that amount.
There's a call. Flip them up.
The dreaded one more hand.
The dreaded one more hand.
Wow.
Like rice versus noodles, one of these
Flippy.
hands has a slight mathematical advantage.
And the flop.
So far, so good, Brad.
Still good. Holding, holding. Oh, it's all.
Very Greenstein.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
And Brad's mouth was saying it was a pleasure, but his hand and forearm were saying, you're a dead man.
Last pot was a little
Nice to
cold.
meet you. Nice
So
to play
lovely.
with you.
Thank you. Good hand, man. Brother, be well.
Enjoyed
Thanks
it.
for everything. It's a lot of fun.
Safe travels, Brad.
Hello, Jed. Hello. I'm good. I'm
You know, there is one update from Poker Night in America. You remember my brother Tad, who wouldn't stop getting on camera?
I do remember him.
I believe Shandeep had him fired from the production. I don't know why. I don't speak with Tad all that often, and my mother will not inform me what happened. So,
Back to sweeping the floors at those peep shows.
hashtag fans of Tad. It's not happening. All right, brand new player coming to seat 7. This is Jed Hoffman.
Magic Mike.
Hello. Welcome to the table.
Are you sure his name's Jed Hoffman and he's not just in witness protection?
That is a rather suspicious beard, hat, sunglasses kind of thing going on here.
Thank you.
Indescript clothing.
Tom.
Jed, how you doing?
3 aces
nice to
out
meet you.
so far. Kelly likes those pot odds. Queen tray, not the best hand, but they are suited.
All right, 4 players to the flop.
Yeah.
As of right now, Porter's got the best. Let's see if that holds up. This flop brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
And Kelly, who has started with the worst hand, has flopped the best draw. She could also maybe bluff her way out of this on the paired board if she misses, but we'll have to see all what happens first. So if you guys are wondering why the table went quiet, it's because Tom Schneider needed to charge his phone. That is 100% true. He has unplugged everything. Look at the monitors. Hope it's worth it so you can crush candy.
None of the other cameras are working.
In fact, you might even lose us for a second. And we're back. What did we miss?
Hellmuth has bet 500.
Forgot what I had.
Tom, seriously, dude.
Time.
I thought just his jacket was causing interference, but no, he actually just unplugged the whole thing.
Good job.
So it's down to Phil and Kelly, and she is going to stick around, chase that flush.
Doesn't find it on the turn. Hellmuth 7, still good.
Kelly can now try to bluff this if she wants.
She checks.
7.
700 now from Hellmuth.
And now it's looking like she is going for it. No, she just calls.
Deuce on the river. Winterhalter misses.
I mean, I figured she wasn't going to let this get to showdown with Queen High. She waits to the river to make her move, and Phil doesn't even consider a bluff. He just
Why
folds.
didn't you run like this yesterday?
I know. I wanted to.
I always have it too. It's so cold-blooded.
Nice play, Kelly Winterhalter. Winterhalter executes a well-timed bluff to take Phil off of the best hand.
And we shall take a well-timed advertisement break.
Welcome back to Poker Night. Let's rejoin the action and see if Kelly Winterhalter can continue her impressive play.
And flawless complexion. Now, that is a statement about her skincare products, all right? And not just because I love her.
Oops. Poker Night in America back at Thunder Valley.
Rick Solomon in that game beat me in a pot that was $535,000, and he still lost over $1 million in the game. That's what kind of game that was.
Well, if anyone's ever seen Rick Solomon's direct-to-video release, you know he's got balls.
Rick can have a lot of gamble in him.
He can do it. And
I've heard
he was on one of his benders.
I heard one of his.
He's not bad when he's sober. Like
Yeah.
but when he's not.
I've heard
It's
weird
all over the
stories.
board.
Like he'll put the live blind up for somebody, and then they'll show up with ace king and he'll have aces.
You did that to
He's
Frank
been some
Casella.
lucky spots.
You did that to Frank in the game in Bobby's room. That was
Yeah.
what that story was. I mean, in Ivy room.
Tony Bracey calls with ace-5.
That game, by the way, is 2-4 with 1,000. He was straddling anywhere from 800 to like 3,000. Like every hand.
They were playing like 4-8, and Frank had his chips racked up to leave under the gun. Rick put the 1,600 up and then made it 32. Put the 16 in for Frank. Before the round of Frank, he had ace king, and he moved in for like 99 or whatever, some big number. And Rick had aces.
Oh my God.
After posting the 16.
That's so sick. It just looks like it was set up, huh? Did Frank think something happened? Like,
No,
what's going on?
Frank told the story like it was just, what? It's just bad luck.
Gamble rewarded.
Spooky.
Yeah.
So Bracey bets 675 with his 2-pair. And this should get 2 folds, I think. Kelly's got 2 sevens with no heart. I don't flux with that. And even though Kelly would normally have 2 outs when she's behind, both sevens have been folded. So Kelly's putting in a raise, turning these sevens into a bluff.
People used to confuse us all the time.
And if I'm Tony Bracey here, I'm going to be tempted to put in another raise and try to get it all in against the flush draw.
Said you thought after Mr. Watkinson got rich and retired that would stop happening?
You know, I'm not sure.
Or a worse
I know
ace.
He's got some kind of jewelry line with his fiance.
Calls.
Other than that, I don't know.
That's a really terrible card for Tony, but a great one for Kelly. She was bluffing already.
I like Lee's.
1,700 the bet from Winterhalter.
Calling in this spot with 2-pair in the hopes of making a boat is a losing play in the long run. But calling and sniffing out a bluff the rest of the time is pretty boss. Also, they can chop if there's another heart on the river.
Well, Bracey does call, so we'll see one more card.
So no chop.
Sure got quiet with Brad.
All right,
going,
Donkey Bomber, what'd you have that hand? Ace 10. 30 minutes is up.
2 queens.
You almost got me.
Yeah.
I've been like watching you, waiting for you to go crazy for a long time. Every other show.
He was
you've
fresh
gone
back
crazy.
from the break, though, Phil. Like,
But
he got
every
that.
other show he's gone crazy.
Well, there's the bet from Winterhalter, 2,600.
So I've just been
Tough
kinda
call to
waiting.
make with 4 hearts out there.
I'm always locked and loaded because why wouldn't I be?
Right, you should be.
And the fact that he has a snap called is just fantastic.
I know I'm going to catch a lot of guff for this, but it's hard to believe that girls bluff. And that's what's so frustrating about it.
Show a bluff, please. Please. I'll give you a quarter
It would
if
be
you show a bluff.
really, really, really good
25
for the
for showing
game.
a bluff.
2 big bluffs from Kelly Winterhalter. Bluffy the Vampire Slayer.
Kelly, you're.
Wow, how many more minutes before I get to find out what you had in the Jack 7? 14 minutes?
Bracy waking up with king, queen suited. Queen suited, a hand I say it's so good it's like starting with 3 cards.
He's up against pocket aces from Hoffman.
He will need all 3 cards then probably, plus a few more on the board.
I'd like to remind everyone that we've got a new free poker app that just launched. Download it today and play poker with your friends. Plus, you can win an all-expense-paid trip to appear on our show at our table. It's totally free. You've got nothing to lose, so download it now. All right, back to the poker.
Action folds back around to Bracy, who hasn't called yet.
Are you sure?
Against the guy who looks like he's in witness protection, he's never gonna believe he's got it.
All right.
So here comes the flop as we play late into the evening at Thunder Valley. It's king high. Bad news for Bracy.
Don't overdraw
It's
me.
the worst kind of bad news that looks like good news. And for Hoffman, this is a slam dunk flop to c-bet and to bet big. 825 is the bet.
No.
It's not a huge bet.
Right around half pot, big enough.
Feels like it's more.
It's
For
newer,
sure.
but I don't know how.
I've never been in Matrix.
3,300 now in the middle.
Never even walked in. And I'm a professional poker player that lives.
Another 5 on the turn.
Great turn card to keep barreling with aces.
Never walked in.
Bracy's just never supposed to have a 5 here.
Go twice that year.
What?
Huh? I said every once in a while you make day 2, so you have to go twice that year.
So Hoffman does bet 2,400. And on the turn, I think this is nearly impossible to get away from.
This is early.
You can call again here and reevaluate on the river, and sometimes you can make a soul read and get away, but folding this on the turn is a losing play in the long run.
Yeah.
Bracy does make the call.
I love the World Series.
He's gonna need a king or a queen.
Have you played in more?
No such luck. Things are a little anticlimactic on the river considering Hoffman only had 625 left.
He got full value out of that. Every single dollar he had will be matched 1 for 1 from Bracy.
How rare is that to get to a showdown with aces and you win a giant pot? Chris, so I just found out the reason why the cash game happens out here in the shopping mall is because the poker room is full of some tournament.
Huge tournament. The $1,100 Poker Night in America main event was going on this week. The $1,100 buy-in brought 370 entries for a total prize pool of $297,000.
Should we get a little love to the top 5 finishers?
I think we shall.
All right, in 5th place, taking home nearly $16,500, Michael Cooper from Reno. 4th place, Archie Snyder from Atherton, California. He walks with almost $22,000. In 3rd place, leaving with nearly $30,000 from Sacramento, California, is Ubaid Habib. The runner-up in this Poker Night in America main event from Elk Grove, California, is James Fansofa. He wins $46,157. And the winner, the champion of the Poker Night America main event from Grass Valley, California, Rob Anderson, scoring $65,780.
Quite a story from Rob. He started the 5-handed final table as the short stack and turned that into a win here at Thunder Valley at the Poker Night in America main event.
You know what I always say? All it takes is a chip and a...
It doesn't matter.
I forgot. Anyway, you can watch the replay on Twitch, and I suggest you do so.
We've got more action from Thunder Valley when we return.
Welcome back to Poker Night in Lincoln, California, and more specifically, the lobby of Thunder Valley Resort.
Let's pick up where we left off.
I know that you're crazy and that Schneider's crazy, like really crazy. And you
So
guys
you're back to 1 and 23 today?
My things have to change a little bit, yeah.
Just curious.
But not 1 and 23, but
Lee Markholt raises to 175.
Yeah, you definitely were mixing it up a little more earlier today.
Here comes Schneider with 9-7.
Can you tell he's stuck?
Winterhalter with 4s. Hellmuth with Jack-10 of diamonds. Everybody's getting involved. Oh, that's good enough. Yep, here you go. Come on, Bracy. You know you want it.
I might have a family pot.
Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal. What is Rep Porter thinking about doing?
Who didn't know that?
Punish the limpers.
He was thinking about squeezing.
Yeah.
He was thinking about
I
punishing.
wish he squeezed for about 600 more because I think it might have gone call.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about squeezing, just like min raising, making a 400, see what happens.
Flop is 10, 7, 4. Hellmuth hits his 10. Winterhalter makes a set. Schneider hits his 7.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see how much top pair is going to cost Phil.
Up and down draw for Bracy. This is going to be a family that's going to ship a lot of money around this table. So Schneider bet 500. Winterhalter calls. Action is now on Hellmuth. He's popping it.
Oh, Philly.
I guess everyone touched that flop except you and I, right?
And I already know Kelly's all in and I call. So. And you somehow
set.
king 10. Oh, you somehow have a set. Why wouldn't you?
Wow. I thought somebody had a set of 4s. So I thought it might be you, Phil.
Phil, please don't do it.
Well, I need a 10 or a 7. Why wouldn't Kelly get lucky against me?
And Kelly Winterhalter continues to have a big night.
Jack 7 against me. Bluff? 8-9? I'm playing 30,000.
It was.
Kelly, I'm playing 30,000.
I have a feeling this is not going to go well for him.
We got to get some hands on. I'm stuck.
I'll be re-raising Kelly very light here if she raises, so that's gambling. Because if we have 30 each, I have to get like 800 or 900 in and get the confusion level up, you know? Not in the dark, though. I have to look. See, here we go.
Man, there it is.
Winterhalter is going to start the action with 150 with 9s. Oh, now Hellmuth's just on it.
As predicted.
Phil insta 3 bets with 7-4 suited. He is steaming worse than an iron in a sauna.
All right, confusion level is now adequate.
Yes. Now we have some. Now we have some cover.
Confusion or frustration? Phil does hit a pair, but it ain't a very good one.
1100.
Kelly's hand's still best. Oh, man. Phil bets nearly full pot. I don't know how you ever fold him when he's tilting this bad. He's tilting worse than the artwork at Stevie Wonder's house.
Winterhalter makes the call. Here comes the turn. It's a 3.
The board doesn't get much worse for 2 9s.
I bet 1500.
Phil with another chunky bet. Would he play a jack this way? That's the question. And no, I don't think so, is my answer.
So if she calls, we'll just mark it right there. 15.
You want some chips, Phil?
I think Phil's gonna have to literally take out his checkbook.
I will write you a check today for your call tomorrow.
Kelly does call. And a 5 of spades on the river.
That run out isn't exactly optimal, but still, you got to feel you're in a pretty good position here, especially when Phil checks behind.
And Phil Rivers a straight flush. Draw.
Sorry, I kind of stepped in.
No,
on your
that's
joke
okay. You've
there.
heard that joke a million times, so I get it.
Yeah, Kelly has had Phil's number all night long.
And she would have my number too if she would just check her direct messages.
We'll be right back with the final chip counts. Welcome back to Thunder Valley. Let's have a look at our final chip counts. A lot of players in the red, including Phil Hellmuth, who dusted off over 15K.
And our big winner for the session is Kelly from House Winterhalter, who courageously escaped the thunderous valley with over 30 grand and rightfully won clay chips. Matt Glantz won too, but who cares? Matt Glantz is on literally like every show. Don't you have anything else to do, Matt Glantz?
If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full episodes, live streams, and exclusive content. And don't forget to download our free poker app. You should do it right now. You and your friends could have your very own poker night, as well as a chance to win a seat in our show. Search for us in the App Store and download it today. For everyone at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen, along with Joe Stapleton, and thanks for watching.
Kelly is giving the boys a lesson, I must say.
Well, she's got us so far. Well, we get to play all night. We're just gonna get like 10K at least in one talk.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0.